Investing is a zero-sum game around the after-cost market return over any time period. This is an arithmetic certainty. Any outperformance above the after-cost market return necessitates offsetting underperformance. The presentation is devoted to proving this statement and understanding the ramifications of this statement and why it is relevant to you. I'll use a poker analogy to explain the statement. You do not need to understand poker to understand the analogy, so let's get into it. Imagine 10 players bring $100,000 each to play poker. I use $100,000 because it is a nice, big, round number. No matter how long they play for, or how skilled or lucky each player is, there will always be $1 million at the poker table. It is an arithmetic certainty that if one or more win and hold more than their original $100,000, then one or more must hold less. Money at the table does not grow or shrink. In other words, there is a 0% rate of return and a 0% cost to the table. It is an arithmetic certainty that if one or more players' money grows at a positive rate, then one or more players' money must shrink. In arithmetic jargon, the after-cost rate of return is 0%, and any outperformance above 0% necessitates underperformance below 0% in an offsetting manner. I think this is rather intuitive. Now let's add a dealer who charges 2% per year. At the end of year one, there is not $1 million at the table, but $980,000 and $20,000 in the dealer's pocket. In arithmetic jargon, if one or more players earn more than the after-cost rate of return, which is negative 2% per year in this example, one or more players must earn less. Let's look at the end of year 20 as an example. There will be $667,608 at the table and $332,392 in the dealer's pocket. The average amount per player is $66,761. It is certain that if one or more hold more than $66,761 at the end of year 20, then one or more must hold less. This is an example of a negative sum game after cost is considered. I think this is as intuitive as the dealerless poker game. Let's look at a magical poker game without a dealer. It is magical because each player's money magically gets replenished by 7% at the end of each year. At the end of year one, there will be $1,070,000 at the table. In arithmetic jargon, if one or more players earn more than the after-cost rate of return, which is 7% per year in this magical game, one or more must earn less. Back to the end of year 20. There will be $3,869,684 at the table. The average per player is $386,968. If one or more hold more than the average per player, one or more must hold less. Or, if one or more earn more than the average annual win rate of 7% per year for 20 years, one or more must earn less. This, again, is an arithmetic certainty. Let's add a dealer to the magical poker game. At the end of year one, there will be $1,050,000 at the table. This is the magical return of 7% less cost of 2%. In arithmetic jargon, if one or more players earn more than the after-cost rate of return, which is 5% per year in this game, one or more players must earn less. Back to the end of year 20. There will be $2,653,300 at the table. The average per player is $265,330. If one or more hold more than the average per player, one or more must hold less. Or, if one or more earn more than the average annual win rate of 5% per year for 20 years, one or more must earn less. This is an arithmetic certainty. This is a positive sum game, as all could have more than their original $100,000, but is a zero-sum game around the 5% after-cost replenishment rate. Notice the difference in money at the table with a 2% cost. Leaks matter. I'll let you read the slide on your own. The magical poker game with a dealer is analogous to investing. The magical replenishment rate is analogous to the long-term average annual market return. Dealer cost is analogous to the costs charged by the financial service industry. All will claim or explain how they will outperform. We know that this is arithmetically impossible, and we know that most will underperform after cost is extracted. This is the payoff slide. 3 players decide to sit at the table and not gamble. They are happy with the 7% annual replenishment rate. The dealer charges them 0.15% or 15 basis points to sit. The remaining 7 sit and gamble and are charged 2%. We know that the 3 non-gamblers' money grows by 6.85% as a group and individually. The group of gamblers' money grows at 5% and is distributed unevenly. At the end of year 20, each non-gambler holds $376,262, and at the end of year 20, there is $1,857,308 available for the 7 gamblers, for an average of $265,330 each. We know that there is a zero-sum game for the 7 gamblers around the after-cost replenishment rate of 5%. The group of gamblers must underperform the group of non-gamblers by the compounding of the cost differential, 1.8 percentage points in this analogy, and the dollar difference becomes substantial, especially in the long run. Some gamblers may earn more than the non-gamblers, but arithmetic tells us that most have to underperform. Many gamblers will underperform substantially. Here is the big question. Would you rather be the non-gambler or the gambler in this analogy? Simple arithmetic is on the side of the non-gambler. I'll let you digest this. And this. Leaks matter and matter greatly in the long term.